Welcome to sunny Southern California, the California Speedway, the site of race number 8 here in the NRSL Dr. Pepper Cup Series. As we are coming off of an exciting race down in Talladega Super Speedway, which Talladega, you always expect an exciting race. The only downside to Talladega was a late race caution came out and it forced the race to end under caution. But the one person who was not disappointed with that late race caution was Dylan Thoreau, who was able to put the number 7 Army Ford, in victory lane for his first race, or for his first win of the season. Well, if I can even talk today. Here, that was race number 7. Car number 7 went to victory lane, and it was the 7th different winner in 7 races. So somebody hit the jackpot, or the jackpot right there on a slot machine, apparently. But after Talladega, the point standings look like this. Dylan Young, who's been very consistent, is back on top of the point standings. Kyle Keith, who was the points leader heading into Talladega, fell to second. Joshua Sicoli is third. J.D. Burkhart, our pulse hitter, is fourth. And Jeff Arnott, our Bristol winner, is in the top 5 in points. The rest of the top 10 look like this. You have J.J. Kelly in 6th, Caitlin Sang in 7th, Joey Newell in 8th, Kyle Matthews in 9th, and Parker Gordon rounding out the top 10. Starting lineup for today, you have the number 18 Interstate Battery Chevrolet of J.D. Burkhart on the pole, and alongside her will be the number 21 of J.J. Kelly. Row 2, the Atlanta winner Jessica Shelton and the number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford. Alongside her is the number 42 Meliella Pontiac of Kyle Matthews. Row 3, you have Joshua Osborne in the 46 City Chevrolet. Alongside him is the number 25 Kodiak Chevrolet of Jonathan Zorline. Next row down, you have Emmanuel Hartnett in the number 17 Western Auto Chevrolet, and alongside him you have Tristan Wilhoit in the number 15 Motorcraft Quality Parts Ford for Bud Moore. And rounding out the top 10, a couple of siblings and California natives, Charles Sanford in the 24 and his sister Jean alongside in the number 10 Purelator Chevrolet. Those two, like I said, two California natives really want to run well here today, maybe even win. We'll see how they do. So we'll take a look at the rest of the field, see where everybody else is starting. There's last week's winner, Dylan Thoreau. See our points leader Dylan Young starting back in the field here. We'll see what he can do starting back here. And the final row consists of Ryan George and Levi McIntyre. Here at California Speedway, boy, this track always puts on good racing here in NR 2003. 3, 4 wide racing, sometimes 5. I wouldn't recommend going 5 though. That's usually when trouble breaks out. This track always puts on great racing and I expect nothing less today. We're just getting ready here for the command, coming up in just a few seconds. 42 cars in the field as always. 25 laps will be the distance today. Weather-wise, it's looking great. And here comes the command to fire them up here in California.
Drivers, start your engines.
And the engines have fired, and everybody starts. That's always good. Sorry for the lag there. Boy, this should be a good one right here. All the races I've seen at California Speedway for NR 2003.
Very rarely do they disappoint, and I do not expect this one to. J.D. Burkhardt on the pole alongside J.J. Kelly. And experiencing a bit of lag here. I don't know what's going on with that. So get our TNN Motorsports sticker up here. So here we go. Coming to the stripe. Green flag in the air, and we are underway here in California. J.D. Burkhardt jumps out to the lead. Jessica Shelton now to second. Three wide for the second spot. Here's Shelton, Zorline, Kelly. And now Shelton wants the race lead. So Jessica Shelton leads lap number 1. Charles Sanford side by side with his teammate Jonathan Zorline for the second spot. And we are gonna pause for a quick second as if I try to fix the lag issues here. So we'll be right back in just 1 minute here at California. And we are back here. Didn't miss a whole lot. Jessica Shelton still out in front. Well, she was. As Jonathan Zorline now takes the lead. Charles Sanford following him through to second spot there. Hendrick Motorsports 1-2. Mentioned during the pre-race, Charles Sanford, a California native, probably wants to win here more than anybody else in the field right now. Probably him or his sister Jean in the 10 car. He's out in front, or he's out in the second spot right now, I'm sorry, as Jonathan Zorline now leads it as Jessica Shelton looks to the inside of Charles Sanford for the second position. Those two are pretty good friends here as they're racing side by side for second. Now last week's winner, Dylan Thoreau, now looking to the inside of Shelton, making it 3 wide for the second spot. You know, Dylan Thoreau would love to make it 2 in a row, become the first 2-time winner this season. And here comes Gene Sanford in the 10. Zorline still leads. Thoreau in second. It's been a pretty tough season so far for Jonathan Zorline, so it's gotta feel really good to be out in front right now. So they're 4 wide for the third position. Joshua Collard in there. John Arndt. As Thoreau looks to the inside of Zorline for the race lead. He's got that inside line working. Here they come to the line, and Thoreau's going to lead this lap. Jean Sanford inside of Zorline for the second spot. She's got the spot, and now she wants the race lead. Been a pretty tough start to the season for Jean Sanford too, and she could really use a good run here at her home track. She's getting it right now. See if she can stay up here. And I don't know why we're experiencing still a little bit of lag, but I do apologize for that. Comes Nathan Hudson now, trying to go to the second spot. Our points leader, Dylan Young, is up here.
And look at Seth Cole in the 52, our Daytona 500 champion. It's been a rough few races for Seth after winning the 500. Here, Matt McIntyre in the 43. He's worked his way up here. All this going on inside the top 10, and Nathan Hudson, another driver's led a lot of laps so far this season, doesn't have anything to show for it. As he puts the number 98 Bojangles Ford into the second spot as he goes past Dylan Young. Now sets his sights on race leader Dylan Thoreau. Now Dylan Young gets a good run to the inside, looking for the second spot. Two Pontiacs, two Fords in the top 4 here. And Michael Norman has stopped on the track. Michael Norman, problems with the number 3. He has teleported to pit road. So something amiss with the number 3 Goodwrench Chevrolet. Don't know what's going on there. So we look through the rest of the field here in the back. You see Daniel Link back here. There's Joshua Osborne. J.J. Kelly, our outside pole sitter, is falling all the way back here. Warren Keith back here. John Arney was up front a little while ago. Kyle Matthews back here. Jessica Shelton back here. Some of these drivers started inside the top 5. There's DJ Curtis back here. Johnny Gardner. Keith Batson. Joshua Collard, we saw him up front a little while ago. He's falling back here on the outside line. See the Sanfords, Charles right here. Charles there, Gene as well. It's almost like a super speedway. You can be up front 1 minute and be at the rear of the field the very next. Dylan Thoreau continues to lead. There's Nathan Hudson and Kyle Keith as they are racing for the 5th position, it looks like. 4th position, make that, I'm sorry. Thoreau still leads. Seth Cole now to 2nd. Dylan Young 3rd. 3 race winners up front. Will we see our first repeat winner today? Top 3 are trying to make it that way at least. JT Bryant now has moved his way up into the top 5. Good run for the Maxwell House Ford. Both the Junior Johnson Fords are up here, as you see Kyle Keith currently in the top 10 as well. So good run going here for Junior Johnson Racing right now. As a Nathan Hudson side by side here with Dylan Young, and he's going to go to the 3rd position. Tristan Wilhoit gets a nice run on the inside there, making it 3 wide for the 4th position, and he's going to take the spot. See our pole sitter getting back into it now. J.D. Burkhart, the number 18 Interstate Battery Chevrolet. As Seth Cole's looking to the inside of Dylan Thoreau for the race lead. Go on board with Seth Cole. Now looking back from the back bumper cam, looking back at Nathan Hudson. Cool shot there. Seth looks to the inside here for the race lead.
Side by side, Seth Cole on the inside, Dylan Thoreau on the bottom. Give the lead to Seth Cole with an assist to Tristan Wilhoit. Now Cole moves to the outside. Thought Wilhoit might get a run on him there, but wasn't able to do it. The draft does come into play here at Fontana. Seth Cole moved up in front, got a nice push there from Dylan Thoreau, and he's gonna lead this lap. Now Thoreau looking back to the inside here. He wants the lead back. It's a good run on that inside line, and he'll take the lead. The 7 car is strong today. Now Wilhoit to the inside here. We have 4 Fords now racing for the race lead. JD Burkhart, the 18, that's a Chevrolet, looking to join this battle. They are side by side for the second spot. Wilhoit able to get it. Here comes Burkhart. Burkhart looking to the inside of Wilhoit. Not able to do it now, trying to hold off Seth Cole on that outside line. Battle going on behind them. Jessica Shelton, we saw her in the back here just a few laps ago as she has worked her way back up into the top 10 in that 28. Texaco Haviland Ford. Wow, look at a nice run on the bottom there. Goes by the 30, the 22, and the 52. Historically, the Robert Yates Racing team never lacked horsepower, and she's showing it right now. As Fords are dominating this race right now. It's like 4 of the top 5 as Shelton now looks to the inside of Burkhart for the 3rd position. Wilhoit all over the back bumper of our race leader Dylan Thoreau. Now here comes Burkhart looking to the inside of Wilhoit. She has a run on the bottom. As that Chevrolet's trying to break up this Ford party up front. Here Dylan Thoreau loving what he's seeing in his rearview mirror. These got everybody racing for position. Takes the focus off him just a little bit, but Wilhoit able to hold off Burkhart for now. But look at the run that JD Burkhart gets on that inside line. Help coming here from JJ Kelly, the outside pole sitter. Sam Young now entering the picture in the 30. That's a driver that could really use a good run today. A lot of bad luck we've seen for that 30 car so far this season. It's Keith Batson now putting the number 39 Cheetos Ford into this battle as well. But look at J.J. Kelly shoot his way up through the middle. Help from Jessica Shelton in the 28. So they're going to go 3 wide here. Oh, they're 4 wide. Ryan George, Keith Batson, J.T. Bryant leaning on each other, but they were able to make it work amazingly enough. Four laps to go here. We are getting down to it, and will these guys have to come to pit road? That is the question. J.J. Kelly now to second. Shelton now up into the 3rd position. Side by side for 4th. Ryan George looking to the inside of Sam Young. Battle for the lead. Here comes J.J. Kelly in the 21, looking underneath Thoreau. Thoreau leads the lap. 3 to go here in California. Who's it going to be? They are 4 wide for the fourth position. I'm sorry, as Jessica Shelton now goes to the inside of Dylan Thoreau for the second spot. J.J. Kelly, the race leader, looking for his first career win. Okay. Oh, here pit stops and looks like it's the caution out. I thought I heard. Oh, the caution is out. The caution is out here with 2 laps to go. Drivers on pit road. Oh my. James Qualls has damage. Gene Sanford on pit road. Oh man, I don't know how this is going to affect the Dylan Thoreau is our race leader. JT Bryant with damage. Wow. Now can these guys make it? Can they make it on fuel? I don't think they can. I don't think they can. It looks like Dylan Thoreau, he's indicating he's coming down pit road. And they are coming to get the white flag here. And yes, Thoreau pits. Joey Newell stays out. So Thoreau comes to pit road. Joey Newell now will have the race lead. Can he make it on fuel is the question. We will go back and see what brought the caution out once this race is over with. But wow, what a stunning turn of events here. Dylan Thoreau, who was the race leader, came down pit road as they were taking the white flag along with several other cars. Caution coming out right right as green flag pit stops were beginning very late here in the race. And this has handed the lead over to Joey Newell in the number 14 Kellogg Chevrolet. And second right now is Kyle Keith. Wow, Kyle Keith looking to get his third second place finish of the season. Boy, that's got to be frustrating, but who knows what's going to happen here with this fuel strategy right now. Sam Young in third. See how the running order updates. It's showing the 7 car in the 4th position, but he was on pit road. Let's see what happens here. They're rounding turns 3 and 4. And no indication from any of these leaders why would they come down pit road. So at 65 miles an hour, out of nowhere, it's going to be Joey Newell picking up his first career win here in the NRSL Dr. Pepper Cup Series. He will win the Auto Club 500 here at California. So for the second straight race, the race will end under the caution flag. What a crazy finish here. Export the results here. So it is official. Joey Newell has won this race, and let's take a look at what put us under the caution here. Saw damage to the 26 of James Qualls. Oh, wow. Alright, this was just as pit stops were beginning, like I said. 3 wide here, Qualls and Emmanuel Hartnett, JT Bryant, and Zorline made it. Oh, looks like Qualls got up into Hartnett, and oh my, look at the 22 of JT Bryant riding the wall on his side. If I can get to him here. Wow. Bryant pulling a Martin Truex Jr. from 2005 at Richmond. Let's take another look at this thing here from the helicopter cam. That always provides a good view for us. I think you're going to see the 26 and the 17. They're going to make contact. Looks like Qualls moved up to give room to Zorline. He thought Zorline was going to go to his inside, but Zorline came to pit road. And those three just get together. Let's go on board with JT Bryant. This should be fun. Wow. So that's what put us under the caution and put an end to this race. So let's take a look at our official results here. Joey Newell with his first win of the season, and we are 8 for 8. Eight races, 8 different winners. Kyle Keith, man, a third, second place finish this season. Man, he's got to be getting frustrated with that, but I will be surprised if that 11 car doesn't go to victory lane by the end of this season here. Sam Young, a great run in third. He needed this one. Here been a struggling season for him. Joshua Collard, a nice run for him in the 4th position. And William Brock rounding out the top 5. Rest of the top 10, Joshua Osborne picks up his first top 10 of the season. He'll come home in the 6th position. Ash Curtis comes home 8th. Ash Curtis is 7th. John Art 8th. Johnny Gardner in 9th. And rounding out the top 10 was Warren Keith. So look through the rest of the field here. A lot of drivers running up front near the end of this thing when they came down pit road at the worst possible time, I should say. Some guys got decent finishes out of it. I remember Shelton coming down pit road. She finished in the 17th position. Keith Batson, same thing, was running in the top 5. He'll come up 18th after all that. Andrew Rich, Jonathan Zorline. Here, Gene Sanford is running up there. Our pole sitter, J.D. Burkhart, wound up 26th. Nathan Hudson was running in the top 5 of a lot of this race. Kev Shear was 28th. DJ Curtis 29th. Carson Gum rounds out the top 30. Here, Charles Sanford comes home 34th. Not the run he was looking for at his home track. JT Bryant, despite that wreck, ends up finishing on the lead lap in the 37th position. Wow, and our points leader in this race, coming into this race, Dylan Young, will come home in the 38th position, so I do not think I will be shocked if he has the points lead after this race. Parker Gordon was 39th, 2 laps down, and out of the race was Emmanuel Hartnett and James Qualls due to the crash. And Michael Norman had a camshaft problem. That's what knocked him out of the race early on, so a tough break for those drivers right there. So once again, congratulations to Joey Newell on picking up the victory, as he locks himself into the upcoming Winston All-Star race here in just a couple of races. We are just a couple of races away from that. Here next week, we will be heading to Richmond, Virginia for the second short track race of the season, so that should be fun. And be sure to check out the Dr. Pepper Xfinity Series race over on James Qualls' channel. That would be Red Racer 1985. And if you like this race, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to this channel to see more Dr. Pepper Cup Series action. So until then, I will see everybody later.